Some big developments today. The Pentagon says not only are the Russians failing to deliver on their promise to pull back from Kyiv, but that they've only repositioned a small number of troops from that area. U.S. officials also revealing today that Putin's war may not be going as planned.
Putin's war has been a strategic blunder.
A president under mounting pressure, misled by his advisors about Russia's poor military performance during this invasion.
Mr. Putin has not been fully informed by his Ministry of Defense.
That's what the latest U.S. intelligence is suggesting, with both the Pentagon and White House blasting Vladimir Putin's operations so far in this war, with reports that those in Putin's inner circle have been too afraid to tell him exactly how poorly the war in Ukraine is going. Recently declassified U.S. intelligence also points to growing tension between Putin and his military leadership.
The senior advisors are too afraid to tell him the truth.
The truth, say White House officials, that not only is his military failing to deliver in this war, in their attempted takeover of Ukraine, but that senior Russian military officials are too scared to show Putin just how much their country's economy has been crippled by the harsh sanctions imposed by the U.S. and other NATO allies.
Putin is plainly not to be trusted.
UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson also saying today that Western nations should stand their ground by refusing to lift sanctions on Russia until all of Moscow's troops leave Ukraine. From ballistic missile launches to massive airstrikes, Russian forces continued targeting territories across Ukraine. Despite claims by Moscow that Russia would scale back attacks in parts of the besieged region, new drone video captured this footage after Russia dropped more bombs on a Red Cross building in Mariupol, a scene of utter devastation and destruction. With structures shattered or flattened in this area that's now declared a humanitarian disaster. There are reports that dozens of women and medics were abducted from a maternity hospital and hauled off and taken against their will to Russia. Putin promising his forces will stop at nothing and that the shelling in Mariupol will continue until the city surrenders to Russia. Until then, the bloodshed continues, not just here in Mariupol, but also in Irpin, northern Ukraine. Graphic video that the Ukrainian emergency services released showed rescuers collecting bodies of the dead, dozens of them placed in plastic bags. Ukrainian forces refusing to go down without a fight, saying despite the growing number of deaths, they've managed to retake most of this Kyiv suburb from Russian troops and have been liberated in this fight.
Karine, let's talk a little bit more about this inner strife in Putin's circle. What do we think the White House's goal was in maybe going public with this information now?
Well, this was definitely a deliberate move. The White House say that they wanted to show just how disastrous this war has been for Putin, the huge strategic error that they believe the Russians have made in launching this invasion. They wanted to highlight what they categorized as Russia's failures, for example, in the city of Kyiv, where Russian forces made a big strategic push at the start of the conflict. Now, the White House says they're publicly trying to redefine the goal of this invasion. Sandy?
All right.